Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover a very important second type question which has been asked in the interviews again and again. So let's start. So the question is, we have been given input table which is contains customer ID, flight ID, origin and destination. Okay. So here you can see for each customer we have the details from where he started and where he ended. Okay, and which flight he has taken. So what we need to do from this input table, we need to find out the origin city and the final destination. Okay, so basically if you consider the customer ID 1, okay, so you can see, right, he started from Chennai, then he went to Mumbai, okay, and then from Mumbai he went to Nagpur, and from Nagpur he went to Jaipur. Okay, so after Jaipur he has not went anywhere, right? So basically Jaipur is the final destination. Okay, for customer ID 1, Jaipur is the final destination, right, and he started from Chennai. So that's what we want in output. Okay, similarly for customer ID 2, you can see, right, he started first from Bhopal and then he went to Indore, and then from Indore he went to Delhi. After Delhi he is not going anywhere, right? So Delhi is the final destination for customer ID 2. Okay, and similarly Bhopal is the origin city from where he started. Okay, so that's what the question is, right? Okay, so for each customer we need to find out the origin city and the final destination. Okay, so let's go to the database and see how can we solve this question. Okay, so I already have the table created. Okay, so I will put this create table statement, insert table statement into my YouTube video description so that you can practice the same. Okay, so you can see, right, I already have this table created. Okay, so now to solve this question, what I will do, we will first try to find out the customer ID and the origin city. Okay, so how can we find out? Okay, so if you notice one thing, whichever is the origin city, that will not be present in destination. Okay, so you see, right, for customer ID 1, what is the origin city? Chennai. So if he is, if the customer 1 has started from Chennai, then obviously it will not be the final destination, right? So basically what I am trying to say, for customer ID 1, this Chennai should not be present into destination, right? Because you can see here, right, for Nagpur, Nagpur is present in destination, Mumbai is present in destination, so it can't be our destination and origin, right? Okay, so for origin, the city should not be present in the destination. Okay, so you can see, right, for customer ID 1, you can clearly see, right, Chennai is not present in the destination, so it means he started from Chennai. Okay, so that should be the origin city for customer ID 1. Okay, similarly you can see here, right, for customer ID 2, what is the origin city? Bhopal. Okay, because Bhopal is not present in my destination. Okay, so what we will do, we will first try to find out the customer ID and the origin city. Okay, and then after finding out this, what we will do, we will find out the customer ID and the final destination. So for final destination, the concept will also remain same. Okay, here you can see, right, Jaipur is the final destination for customer ID 1. Okay, so Jaipur is not present in my origin. Okay, here you can see Mumbai is present in my origin, Nagpur is present in my origin. Okay, but Jaipur is not present. Okay, so it means Jaipur is the final destination. Okay, so that's the same logic we will use for destination also. Okay, so now let's go to database and try to solve it. Okay, so what we will do now, we will first try to find the customer ID and the origin. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so what I will say here, where origin not in. Okay, so what I want the origin city which is not in my destination city, right? Okay, so now I will say select destination from the same table. Okay, where dot customer ID, let me just write it. Okay, and then I will explain you. Okay, let me give some alias name here, f1. Okay, f1 dot customer ID. Okay, so what we are trying to do here, we are trying to select the, let me just select the customer ID and origin. Okay, from table where origin not in. Okay, so here what I'm trying to do, I am trying to select the customer ID and the origin city, okay, but there is one condition. What we are saying in the where condition, that the origin city should not be in the destination city, okay. And why we are putting this where condition inside it? Because we want to check it for each customer, okay. So for first customer it should check in the, basically we are doing partition by here, okay, you can consider it like that, okay, because we want to check it for each customer, okay. Similarly for second customer we are doing the join, okay. So let me just execute this and see what we are getting. So here you can see, right, for first customer I am getting the Chennai as the origin city, and second customer I am getting the Bhopal as the origin city, okay. That's what we discussed here, right, that's what we wanted to get, okay. So now we are able to fetch the customer ID and the origin city, okay. Now we will try to fetch the customer ID and the final destination city, okay, using the same concept, okay. So now what I will do, let me just take this query and write it into another cell, okay. The concept will remain same, okay. The only thing that will change is it will reverse, right. Here what I will say, where destination not in origin, okay. I hope you are able to get it. Why we are doing so? Because of final destination, the destination city should not be present in the origin city, right. Here you can see, right, for customer ID 1, this final destination city is Jaipur, right, so it should not be present in the origin city, okay. That's what we are trying to do here, okay. So the code will remain same, the only thing is this destination and origin will change, okay. Here I will select the destination, okay. So let me just execute this and see what we are getting, okay. So here you can see, right, for customer ID 1 what is the final destination, it is Jaipur. For customer ID 2 it is Delhi, right, that's what we discussed here, right, okay. So now we are able to fetch the customer ID and the origin city, customer ID and the final destination, okay. So now we want to combine them both, okay. So now right now I have written both the queries differently in two cells, right. So now what I can do, I can combine both, right, okay. So what I will use the city, okay. Let's say origin city as, okay, and let me write this first query into this, okay. I hope you know the city, okay. If you don't know, then please go and watch the video on the city I have already created it, okay. And second one I will call it as destination, okay, destination city as, and I will paste this second query here, okay. And now what I will do, so you can see, right, this is my first query, and so this is my first data and this is my second data, right. So now what I will do, I will try to join both the data, okay. So how can we join? Select, let's just select start from origin city, okay, O, join destination city, let's call it as D, on O dot customer ID equals to D dot customer ID, okay. So now let's try to execute it and see what we are getting, okay. Okay, so we have put the semicolon which is wrong, okay. So let me just re-execute this. So here you can see, right, I am able to fetch the customer ID and origin, customer ID and destination, okay. So now let me just clearly write it, okay. I can say O dot customer ID, okay, and I want to select O dot origin, okay, and I want to select D dot destination, okay. So let me just execute this. So you can see, right, now we are able to fetch the data correctly, right, customer ID and what is the origin city and what is the destination city, okay. So here you can see, right. So I hope you are able to get the explanation, right, whatever I explained you, okay. So if you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel and like the video, okay. We will meet in the next video with some interesting SQL interview question. Till then, goodbye and thank you.